Good morning, everyone. It's Jessica Engel here again, and I'm back to share some more information about what I do. In my first video, I shared a little bit about, actually a lot about my history and my health and how I got to here. And so now I want to tell you about what I'm doing now that I'm here. Now that my mucosal lining is healed, my leaky gut, my diverticulitis, it's all gone. Like I said, I'm able now to take the methylated multivitamins that are now completing my methylation process, which is now allowing my body to detox in the, to digest, to absorb nutrients, and to detox, which I have never been able to do before in 50 years. So let's get into what I do and what I offer my clients and how I do that. So I do a health consultation. And the health consultation includes looking at someone's face. There's a face map that I use when looking at someone's health, and the face can tell us a lot. And then I also use a tongue map, and so I'll look at people's tongues to see if there's any swelling or sores in the tongue, which will be applicable to a certain organ. I also use your oral hygiene, your oral health as a indication of possible issues that could be stemming from. Our teeth are very, very much a part of our gut health, our lymphatic health. And so if you have root canals, definitely something that I bring up and we talk about. If you've had teeth that are bothering you, that the dentists are saying nothing's wrong with the tooth, but it's still sore, then that's definitely an indication of, again, an organ trying to talk to you. Our teeth are actually satellites for our organs. So when we have a tooth issue, typically it's reflecting to an internal organ that's trying to talk to us and let us know it's in trouble. So I use the teeth, and then I use the ionic detoxification hydrotherapy foot bath. Now, this is not your foot bath that you throw in, you know, if I think it's $100, and you throw it in a tub and you let it go and it oozes and it bubbles. That is not what I'm using. This is actually, like I said before in another video, a machine that was built and designed and conceptually created by a homeopathic naturopath doctor here in the El Dorado County area 27 years ago with a scientist from Peru. Now, this doctor studied hydrotherapy in Germany, Sweden, and India. And with her knowledge of how hydrotherapy works, and that might be a new name for some people, or a new word for some people, I highly suggest that you look it up. Hydrotherapy is breaking up water, H2O, 2 oxygen, 1 hydrogen, once we break them up into single cells. Those single cells are able to travel up to thousands of glands on the bottom of the feet, and they're on our hands as well. So those who might be an amputee, I use your hands instead to detox your body. That is what I do for my sister who's an amputee. So we do that for vets as well. And through the process of breaking up the H2O into hydrogen and oxygen, creating single cells, by sending those single cells up, we're able actually to grab onto these single cells in our body called toxins that are free radicals causing havoc in the body. Now, where do those toxins come from? Well, they come from food, water, and air, and all the chemicals that are in our clothing, in our shampoo, in our makeup. Most women that do a full face of makeup and hair and shave and lotion and whatnot, and cleaning and washing and sleeping in our sheets and on our beds that are plastic and using Dawn kind of soap in our laundry or in our sink, all of those are chemicals that you're being exposed to every day. So when we're looking at our health, it's not just our food. We're talking about the environment that we live in. Is there mold and fungus in the home that you live in? Is that creating havoc on your body? You also want to look at what you're sleeping in. Are you sleeping in polyester? Because that's not something you want to actually be sweating and warming up in the body at night to absorb the plastics from your sheets or your comforters. So highly suggest you look at those. So these are all the things that I talk about with my clients and how to get chemicals out of your life. What are you cooking with? Are you cooking with non-stick pans? Is that leaching metal into your body? Are your cups that you drink from leaching metals into your body? Do you have cavities in your mouth that are metal and still leaching into your body? And then, well, what does the foot bath do? The ionic detoxification foot bath then grabs onto those single cells because we sent up the friends, the 2 hydrogen and then 1 oxygen. They're now able and single to find another friend, because if you don't use them, and you can't lose them, the toxins, when they're free radicals, so you have to send up something like an antioxidant would be another great way to get rid of free radicals. And the ionic detoxification foot bath is a way as well to detox the body, because we're sending up, like I said, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, grabbing onto those single cells and bringing them down into the water. When those toxins come down into the water, I am able to read the waters and how those toxins move around in that foot bath, so that I can give you indications of imbalances in the body, which can include cellular dehydration, hormonal imbalance, adrenal fatigue, kidney stress, even kidney failure. I can see liver failure. I can see gallbladders that are stuck. I can see gallstones. I can see endometriosis. I can see prolapsed bladder. I can see yeast, fungus, or yeast is one of them, and then fungus and mold is another. I can see bacterial imbalances. I can see viruses that are caught in the body. I can see heavy metals and remove heavy metals with this machine. I can also find out if you have a systemic immune disorder, right? So, but I can also find out where that immune disorder came from and why you have systemic inflammation. So it's been an amazing tool for myself to find out what was wrong with me, especially for the last 50 years when all the doctors continued to tell me that I was fine and nothing was wrong and all my blood work was fine. But I tell you, I was dying. I was absolutely dying. And the trajectory, I know my future was cancer, colon cancer. That's what my grandmother died of. And it turns out that she had the same blockages in her MTHFR. So she wasn't digesting, absorbing, or detoxing. And so that's how cancer can arise in some people's body. And for her, it was in her colon. And my aunt, it was her breasts because of her teeth. Okay, she had bad teeth. It went into her lymphatic system, ended up in her breasts first, then her limbs, and then it killed her at the age of 54. So why did I get into this business? Well, I got into this business to save myself, first of all, because nobody could give me answers. And I got all of those answers through the foot bath, and as well as some help with some other friends that are able to use these new kind of AI, I call them nurses, doctors, that scan your body and they can tell you the imbalances. That is another way that I was able to find out the MTHFR. But now that I'm aware of the MTHFR, and that is actually a thing for 44% of society, that is absolutely something that I muscle test for every person that I see, because honestly, like 6, 7 out of 10 people I see have some kind of mutation issue in their methylating process. So that has been a huge answer for so many people. I've had clients who've had acne for years, for 4 years. We've done all the best skincare. She's removed everything from her diet that we can imagine, and still acne. So I just muscle tested her for the MTHFR, and sure enough, she's got some malfunction in a couple of her houses, which is causing her body not to be able to detox, and they're trying to detox through the face. So we put them on the methylating multivitamins, and it said give her about 8 weeks. So we've got 6 more weeks to find out if that's going to take care of the acne. I also have clients that I've been working with for a year, and everything was great, but not perfect. We had detoxed them, healed their colon, healed their gut, balanced everything out. Life was good, but just not perfect. So with this new methylation identity, now we're able to really dial in, like I said, their specific needs and supplement for those breaks in those methylation houses. And so we've got great success. Everybody's so happy. And between the Symphony of the Cells treatments and my foot baths, I am just watching people, their eyes light up. Their whole life is changing. They came in dark and heavy and all these symptoms and concerned and stressed and feeling unheard and hopeless. And I can't tell you how wonderful it is to watch these people smile again, have energy, lose weight. I've got clients that literally have just used my detox tea and have lost 30 pounds. It's been amazing. I can't drink my detox tea because it has nettle in it and I'm allergic to nettle. But I make special tea blends for myself. But yeah, so it's just fun, you know, watching people go from these suffering with no answers and frustrated to simply drinking 1 to 3 cups of tea and having it change their life. It's magnificent. So I'm thrilled with all the healing that's going on around me and with all my clients, and of course for myself most importantly, because if we can't heal ourselves, then we can't help anybody else. And so I want to remind all of you that it is a wonderful thing to find out all these answers, and I know you want to share them with everybody, but I cannot stress enough that if we don't take care of ourselves, then we can't help anybody else, okay? There's a beautiful poem that I learned years ago, and it says, "Here I lie in my dying bed. I tried to save the world. I couldn't. Here I lie in my dying bed. I tried to save my community. I couldn't. Here I lie in my dying bed. I tried to save my family and my friends, and I couldn't. Here I lie in my dying bed, realizing had I just followed the path and taken care of myself and been an example, perhaps I would have been able to change one person's life." So I leave that poem with you today in hopes and encouraging you to just focus on you, walk your path, and show everybody how incredibly wonderful it is to be able to heal yourself. So thanks so much for watching today, and I promise you I'll be back with more information, just trying to keep these short and sweet and keep you inspired and engaged. But feel free to reach out. I'm in Benicia now at Vortex next month, March 7th. And I'm so excited to bring all of this knowledge to Benicia because I love you and I'm gonna save you. Blessings to you all, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Bye.